Assalamualaikum and greeting to the doctor and to the viewer of this video. We are from group 14. We are doing a forum discussion regarding a case that had been assigned to us. And the case that we have today is case B. I am Syed Zuhimi bin Syed Zufadil as the moderator. We have panel 1, which is Tanjini. We have panel 2, which is Nohazirah binti Hize. We have panel 3, Muhammad Syarif bin Mat Nasir, and the last panel is Lanisha Alangovan. Okay, next. Okay, briefly I will explain to you what the case of our forum today. Joe is a 20 years old medical student in a national university. He has always excelled in school, but now is struggling even to get C this semester. Both of Joe's parents are professionals and putting high hope for their only son to excel. His father is an engineer, and his mother is an accountant in an international firm. Joe is attending university on scholarship, and is at risk of losing it if he does not rise his grade. His parents are unaware about his problem because he is afraid to tell them. He is also worried that his parents will blame his girlfriend. After the recent exam results were given, Joe displayed low energy, lack of appetite, and stayed in his room for 3 days, and not answering phone call and ignoring knock. Joe told his girlfriend that he felt stressed out and there was no way he was going to finish university if he continued as a medical student. He started to go out at night and try to forget his problem by drinking. Okay, next. Okay, the first question that I would like to ask to panel 1 is, what are the possible source of stress for Joe?
Thank you, Yet. So, in my opinion, there are quite a lot of possible sources of stress for Joe. First is the academic workload. As everyone knows, the medical education's curriculum are quite packed and a lot for a medical students. So, those high workload will cause stress for Joe. And also inadequate study habits, poor time management skills. Maybe Joe have poor time management skills that he unable to divide or manage his time to study or complete his task assignment, and end up when their deadline is coming soon and he end up trying to catch up to the deadline and have everything piled up and he will feel stressed. And the next one will be competition with peers. Maybe he has the feeling to wanted to win or get higher grades compared to his friends. That's what creates stress for him during those assessments and examinations. And also romantic relationship management. As we all know, Joe has a girlfriend. Maybe he also has to plan and manage relationships with his girlfriends as they maybe have some events or have to go on a date, and that will also Joe will also have to spend time on his girlfriend. And also family demands. As Yet mentioned, his parents are professionals. His father is an engineer and his mother is an accountant. So both of his parents put high hopes on him. So they have demands on him to get good grades and graduate from the uni as a good medical student, as a medical doctor. So this will cause stress on Joe. And then also psychological or psychiatric condition. Maybe Joel has some psychological problems such as depression, anxiety, and also maybe if it's severe, it will cause him to have some suicidal ideation. And moving on to next is uncertainty of the future. In just now, the paragraph also mentioned that there was no way he was going to finish university, and if he continued as a medical student, this is what he thinks. So this also conveys that his uncertainty of his own future. And also the lack of time to oneself. As mentioned up there, maybe he has poor time management skills, so this will cause him to spend more time on his studies and also to complete his tasks or assignments. This will cause him to lack of his own time, maybe to do exercise or to complete some leisure activities. And the last one will be the need to succeed. As his family has high hopes on him, he more have the feeling, the requirement or the need to succeed to prove to his parents, his girlfriends, or even his friends. That's all the possible sources of stress for Joe. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeannie, as panel one. That is a very good opinion. Okay, next. Okay, I would like to ask to panel two. What are the possible intervention that can you suggest for Joe, in your opinion?
Okay, thank you, Ye. Okay, in my opinion, the possible interventions that can I suggest for Joe. Firstly, Joe can have a healthy, well balanced, and nutritious diet, and the most important, he need to avoid alcohol. So as you know, eating healthy meals can improve the grades of academic and better memory and alertness, and also can increase the information more quickly. Next is Joe can talk to someone, for example, friends, lecturers, or family members that he close, and also can seek for counseling from counselor from his university. And basically, when we talk to someone, we can reduce the stress, uh, and if there is things that bothering him, by talking to other people can eventually will calm himself and reduce his stress and improve his mood and even boost his immune system. Okay, next is deep breathing. And as you know that when we stress, we tend to our blood pressure and heart rate will be increased. So when we take a deep breath, and we will reduce the increase in heart rate and also blood pressure. And next is plan your time. So the time management is the ability to organize and plan the time spent on activities in a day. So basically, if you have a good time management, it will increase effectiveness and productivity of activity that you do in a day. Okay, next is Joe need to have enough sleep so that it can increase the memories and also concentration toward his study, and also improve his mental and physical health, and eventually will reduce his stress. And next is hobby. Basically, if you feel that your studies like so needs your uh, increase your stress, and then you have to do something else so that you can more reduce your stress, anxiety, and improve your quality of life. And also it will when you do your hobbies like listening to music, it will improve your mood. And next is indulge in physical activities. Okay, when you feel stressed, your body will respond by release hormones that increase your blood pressure and heart rate. So when you exercise regularly, it will affect your mood, and it will give positive effect by relieving the tension, anger, or depression that you have. Next is try relaxation techniques. So when you stress, you can have relaxation techniques that can help Joe's bodies to relax and reduce the blood pressure or heart rate that can cause stress for him. Again, the last one is keep a stress diary. So basically, a stress diary is avoid that stress by doing a stress diary. Okay, after all, a little bit pressure can be a good thing for Joe. So
Okay, thank you, panel 2, for your suggestion. Okay, next we
so that
will.
he can I suggest for Joe.
Okay, thank you, panel 2. That is a very good opinion. Okay, now we proceed to panel 3. What are the other information that you like to know about Joe? Or what do you want to do with this additional information to panel 3?
Okay, thank you very much, Yet. So first of all, when we are looking at this above condition, so we know that Joe, in this case, are experiencing the stress condition. So basically, in the statement given, so we know that some of the symptoms of the stress has been experienced by Joe. For example, the feelings of constant worry and anxiety, difficulty in concentrating, there is a mood swings or change in your mood and irritability or having a short temper. There's giving also the difficulty relaxing and low self-esteem. And if you can see also, Joe also using the alcohol, tobacco, and in this case, Joe is using the alcohol to relieve his stress. So we know that the based on the condition, all of the condition has been explained by Jeannie just now. And what are the information that I would like to know about Joe is that the first one is he ever developed the stress physical symptoms, for example, the headache, upset stomach, elevated blood pressure, chest pain, even also the sexual dysfunction and problems with sleeping. So we know that in this case, we would like to know the other symptoms because we know that stress can lead to other chronic conditions. For example, it can lead to the heart diseases and also can lead to the problems such as suicidal attempt. And next question is that why is it difficult for him to tell the truth to his parents? So I would like to know why it is important for why is it difficult for him to tell the truth to his parents? Maybe because he is having problems with his parents. He doesn't know about that. And the other thing is that we would like to know on how many siblings that he has, because siblings factor can also be one of the factors on the stress, because if he is having the siblings in his life, so all his siblings is successful in other professionals like his parents, so he will feel more stress regarding his condition. And the last one is he having problems with others. For example, here, maybe he is having problems with his friends, like Ginny mentioned just now. He is having problems with his friends when he would like to compete with each other, and it could be the leading factors also as well. I think that's all for now. Thank you.
Thank you, panel 3. That is a very good thing to be done, I think. Yeah. Next. Okay, then the last question for our forum today. If you are the treating doctor, what are the things that you want to educate him for him to understand his condition now, panel 4? Could you answer that for me?
All right, sure. So, in my opinion, I think if he really wants to understand his condition, he needs to find out what is causing his condition in the first place. He needs to know what is the cause that is making him to have all of these problems. He needs to find the root of his problems, and from there, he can find how to solve those problems. So he needs to ask himself the questions like, what is causing his stress? Is it due to his lack of interest, or is it due to peer pressure? Is it due to his mental health? And he needs to find out exactly what it is so that we can give him the suitable treatment on how to solve his problems. And no matter what the problem is or what the cause is, he still needs to have a talk with his parents. And because they may be able to provide a solution for him that could help solve his problems as well. and let's say this talk with his parents is not adequate enough, he should go and try and get some professional help. This professional help is highly recommended because they may know how to solve his problems. And he also needs to understand that by resorting to alcohol will not solve his problems. He needs to understand that no matter how much alcohol he consumes every day, his problems will not go away. He needs to face his problems and try to solve them instead of running away from them. Drinking alcohol excessively can lead to even more health issues that even affects his mental health as well. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, panel 4. There is a very good thing also to be done like panel 3. Okay, I think this question would be very good to be applied by Joe. And this is our reference that we had referred to for our forum today. Thank you for your participation, panel 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are very good. Thank you very much.